It's cancelled! 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 It's okay, so yes, it's being postponed. I'm now back to the US and now it's November 17th. I didn't ride a 360 km Twin City Cycling Challenge. Many of you might wonder what is going on. I was lucky enough to experience the most serious typhoon in the recent, according to the locals in Taiwan during my stay. It's the Mother Nature that calls off all the outdoor activities and forces us to think about our lives inside the door. The Kong-Rey typhoon was hitting Taiwan on the weekend of November 2nd and November 3rd. The government actually made the day become a no school and no work day for their citizens. It's similar to the state emergency where the government doesn't want their people to go out at all. So yeah, all the plan, all the trainings, and all the logistics that I tried so hard to make this challenge happen, they were all gone. Before the official made the announcement, there was actually rumors saying that they might postpone it because the weather report wasn't so optimistic. I actually also went to the local temple, trying to talk to their local gods, because there was nothing else I could do but just hope the typhoon decided to change the direction. Anyhow, the god didn't care about my last minute praying, and the whole thing still went south. So this trip ended up like me collecting info for hopefully next time and learning about Taiwan cycling culture. And I found out there were actually 2 organizations doing 360-kilometer events on the first 2 weeks of November. Mine is supposed to be on November 2nd and 3rd, held by TWB. No matter what it stands, it's held by TWB. And there's another one organized by TBA. And that one is happening on November 8th and November 9th. That one held by TBA doesn't get postponed. It's the one that I registered and I planned got postponed to 2 weeks later. So it's not gonna be November 22nd and 24th to 24th. Depends on the length you're doing. By the time you're watching this video, is when the TWB Twin City 360 km event about to happen. Okay. So what did I end up doing? I actually stumbled upon this fancy premium cycling apparel store, Cycling Fabro's group ride. Is actually a gorgeous ride. I was so amazed by how drastically the weather changed. When we start at Cycling Fabro, it was actually the typical sunny but very humid Taiwan weather. With the rise of the altitude, the temperature started to drop and the surrounding got very, very foggy. As you can see here, it actually became very, very foggy. I couldn't speed up because I didn't know the road and the visibility is less than 2 feet. The surrounding kinda inspired my adventurous soul. Instead of speeding up for the summit, I actually slowed down and enjoyed being covered by the fog.
Alright guys, look around here. This is also foggy. I have to record this. This is incredible. I mean, I don't know how much I have climbed, but I think, yeah, I actually don't know, because usually I don't really record how much I've climbed, but look around. Can't you see anybody here? Like, you can barely see no one. This is crazy. This is, okay, I don't know what to say.
It's only 17.52 miles, but with 2,546 feet elevation. According to Strava, this was my longest climb, and of course, most interesting descent ever. After the group ride, they have the world rank 16th coffee barista to make us latte. This event was a collaboration with Cycling Fabro and EdWonder, another premium cycling apparel that is only in Asia. And I actually met the co-founder of EdWonder, Adrian, who is also a New Yorker and cyclist. We exchanged a lot of experiences in terms of riding in NYC versus riding in Taiwan. It feels so cool to meet another cycling friend who has also been on 9W before, in Taiwan. And last but not least is this premium cycling apparel store, Cycling Fabro. They have 13 brands of premium cycling apparel in their store that you can try on before you buy. I think this place is dangerous because you might go bankruptcy if you stay too long. I believe many of us have this problem of, which size I should be wearing for this and that brand, especially if you are that type of person who is always in between sizes. And what did I ended up doing is to order all the sizes I need, wait for shipping like a week and a half, and then the package got stolen, it can happen. And then once you got the package, you try it on, and then return the ones that you don't need. And but here at Cycling Farborough, you can try all them on, and their staff is actually very helpful in terms of explaining why this piece suits your need. Although I have to say the price tag at their store is pretty high, but practical cycling apparels are already very expensive, and here in NYC we are basically buying them blindly, because there's no such thing that we can try on before we buy, and many of the stores don't carry other brands. Maybe you can try like a Specialized and Rafa, but of course they're gonna don't want to carry other brands cycling apparel. So I highly recommend to come and visit this shop if you're in Taiwan. Believe or not, they have 6 stores among all the major cities in Taiwan. I cannot imagine how this type of store will survive in YC. Sadly, however, that's another topic to discuss. Okay, so that's it. I'm sorry there's no real 660 km epic event happened. I was very disappointed that I couldn't do the Twin Cities event, but thank God I put in some effort to make it to the Cycling Fabro group ride. I was actually debating should I go or not because my plan was severely messed up because of the typhoon. I'm glad I ended up going. I actually had a really good time and learned a lot Taiwan cycling culture. Now it's the off season for cycling activities here in New York City area. There are people definitely still riding outside, but probably no more road races. Let me know if you know other events is going on. From now on, I will start doing Zwift races, Zwift Race League with CCNS team. Maybe next a couple videos will be about me racing really hard on Zwift. As you might probably know, Zwift racing, it's another level. It's super hard. Okay, see you next time, either on the road or virtual road.